Bonjour, Liz from Frenchnotes here. Today we're looking at reading comprehensions. Now a lot of you have been on to me via my Snapchat account or via Facebook or Instagram asking me how do you approach the reading comprehension. Really important because it actually accounts for the most marks in the Leaving Cert. You have 2 of them to do, and between the 2 there are a combined 120 marks. So that is equivalent to 30% of your entire exam. So what I would say is there are a few very easy steps to take. If you look at the one that I've done for you, this is what your reading comprehension should look like, obviously with all your answers, but this is what it should look like at the end. So what the first thing you need to do is you need to read question 6. And the reason I say this is because it is the only part of the paper where there is some English written. So it'll give you a very vague idea, sometimes quite a good idea, of what the text is about. Your second step is to read your title and your subtitle, or your heading and your subheading. That is so important. I'm amazed at the amount of students that don't do this. But again, your title, your subtitle will give you more information about the text. So after you've done that, the last thing you should be doing is trying to understand every word of the text. What you need to do is you need to say, okay, here there are 2 questions going for section 1. So what I always suggest is that you take a highlighter and you box off section 1. You then read your questions and you attempt to answer them. Once they are answered, you simply put one line, diagonal line, going through the whole part of the section so that psychologically you're saying, okay, that's done. You then go on to section 2, 3, 4 and possibly 5 and do the same thing. Now once all of those are done, you are now going to attempt to answer question 6. Now remember, your first step was to read question 6. You're now leaving question 6 to the last to try and answer it. And what you need to do is you either use direct quotation or manipulation. Now, I would always suggest direct quotation is better because you have less of a chance of making a grammatical error. So what you need to do is you need to look at, they're looking for proof within a text to answer the question. So what you do is you read section 1 and kind of just fly through it because you've already answered questions on it and say, was there anything that would help me in this section to answer question 6? Once you've finished with the section, you do what I call the double cross and you cross over again. So you do the same then for each section, and by the time you've read it, you should have your 2 points. Now it is very important for question 6 that you answer in English but make reference to the text in French. And that is how you approach the reading comprehension. And for more information, please visit our website. Merci.